It was in my bag.
Okay. Here, I got you. Okay, it pulled right off. What I'll do is I'll just put the mic
There you go.
right there.
That's some parabolic.
Perfect. Now, you boys are friends?
I actually don't know the gentleman.
You just met him today.
No,
Actually,
we've met a few times. We're
we've
not
probably
personal.
bumped into each
Yeah.
other, but we're not familiar with each other.
Not familiar with each other. But this is a community here, and you were telling me earlier it's really peaceful here. Actually, nobody really
Sometimes.
attacks anybody.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes.
kind of nice here. Yeah.
But
We
it can't get
kinda
out of
police
hand
it.
sometimes.
If somebody starts getting out of hand, he gets run off.
So you kind of have your own kind of law around here.
Yeah, most camps do too.
Most camps do too.
Yeah.
Is filming kind of looked down upon in some regard in camps like this?
Well, actually, chief of police came down to Camp 13 before they shut it down. He said, we can't do anything with these people. Y'all gonna have to police your own. So we did.
You just had to figure it out.
You understand the definition of regulator?
Depends on the camp and who's running it.
Yeah.
If it's really out of hand, the cops are going to come in. But if it's not, and you're controlling everything, and people aren't, they're not running around boosting cars or doing crap like that.
Or sitting out in front of businesses all day long smoking a bolo. That's.
But if you got a bunch of people running around boosting cars and doing crap like that, you're gonna have some trouble.
And that's what ended up going on in that camp.
That's why 13 got shut down.
Camp 13.
Yeah.
Was it legendary?
Pretty much.
Were you proud of what you built?
I'm proud of what I started, but I ain't proud of what it turned into.
But when it gets to that number, it's kind of just hard to lay the
law
law down.
Because you got numerous different little cliques, in different.
You got somebody just coming in and being a part of it, right? Or was there a certain debt you had to pay to get in?
No,
there's no debt you have to pay to get in. It's just we expect certain things from you. Number one, you don't steal from everybody there. Number two,
that was a big problem there.
Yeah, we've had a few problems.
You always have a problem with homeless people.
When you have that many homeless people in one place, you're gonna have a few nutbags that are gonna do stupid shit. We had a few guys that were selling young girls off to sex slavery, and
so there was trafficking going down in Camp 13.
We put a stop to that real quick. They ended up hanging off the fucking razor bar fence. Let the cops have remember that. But that was after they got a thorough beating. Yeah, I don't put up with that kind of shit. Shut up.
Calm down, girl.
This is kind of y'all's guard dog, huh?
Well, I mean, she's she's my little crazy bitch.
But she's a good girl.
So, gentlemen, what's the first thing we should do in Austin to help, help people get off of the houseless list?
I don't know what to tell you about that.
I don't think there's a lot you can actually do.
There is, but they're not going to do it. They don't want to spend that kind of money.
Most of the homeless people,
they really don't. They don't want to spend that kind of money.
Get
down! Stop that! Stop!
And
get over and sit down.
They're going to be responsible and get a home and do anything. Really, there's not much you can do.
Because the people need to help themselves at some point.
Yeah,
and I'd say about half the homeless people are drug dependent, right?
Yeah,
they're drug.
Yeah,
they're just dealing with hardships of drugs.
K2 shit like that.
And they're trying to forget or trying to remember.
I'm not talking just smoking weed and drinking alcohol. I'm talking real shit,
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is,
it sounds like you actually want to be a voice. Why at the beginning were you kind of not so receptive to being interviewed?
Because I really don't want to be voice for anybody because I
'Cause
don't
it's
think I'm
pointless.
qualified. One,
I think
And
you're
I'm
qualified. I
like-
think you're qualified.
I'm 63 years old, and maybe I'm just
Sit down.
too old.
Sit down.
I think you're more than qualified.
Well, thank you.
Stop. They're gonna
Appreciate that.
Sit your
I
ass
think
down.
a lot of people could connect to you, actually, Tom, and they actually need like a father figure or a grandpa figure in their life.
Oh God, no, not me. No, I'm no father.
They
figure.
try to pull that shit on me. On
You don't have
Facebook.
any kids.
I'd be like the worst father figure in the world. No, I have no children that I know of.
That you know of.
Okay.
Oops, that slipped out.
Now we're getting something.
that
Now we're getting
I
somewhere.
know of. Okay.
That I know of. Okay. Yeah. Well, is there anything you want to share at the top of your mind right now?
Not really. No.
'Cause one day this channel will get to, hopefully thousands and thousands of subscribers, and they'll be able to see, you for the infinity of time.
You know what the biggest problem, Caleb, is the fact that we won't all come together. There's 27,000 out here in the Austin area homeless. Okay, but
27,000.
27,000 at last count.
Really that number?
Yes.
I didn't think it was that big.
Yeah, that's just in the Austin area. And but you can't get them all come together and be one unit. If it did,
no.
we'd be a
They're all
force.
separated.
We'd be a
sectioned
force
out.
to reckon with, But you can't get them to do it. There's too many clicks.
27,000 people in Austin, Texas, homeless right now.
I don't know
At
about
last
Sounds like
count.
I got a job to do.
I don't think it's that big.
You could spend the next year not here. Because some of these people are stuck way back in the woods.
I've done that
Stop.
very,
Stop it. Enough.
very much.
That's just the ones I can count. Because there's some of them way back in the woods that you're not going to talk to.
We don't get along.
The homeless people don't get along.
No,
A lot of them don't.
because a lot of them are real wing nuts. And
Yeah.
they're mean and stupid, and
They're basically society's rejects.
Yeah.
Society's rejects. So you go from telling them that they're houseless, they're homeless, to society's rejects. Is that how you guys feel you are?
I don't feel like I am, but there are some out there that are like that. But we get stereotyped as all the same thing. We're not.
But so you would say there's good groups of homeless people?
Yeah.
And there's bad groups of homeless people.
There's people out here that are homeless because of
Just like
circumstances.
anything else.
Yeah.
There's good organizations, there's bad organizations
Exactly.
in every industry.
Yeah.
But a good percentage of homeless people are actually clinically insane, and
Like I said,
and
No,
we don't put people in hospitals anymore. They just throw them out on the street, give them a bus pass.
I've literally watched Travis
So they
County.
have free bus passes.
Well, yeah, when they're walking out of the door of the hospital clinic, yeah, they give them a bus pass. Okay, big deal.
I've actually watched
For
them
one
pull up in a
day,
white van in front of Salvation Army and dump out 6 patients full of Thorazine. Because it's all about numbers to them. It's nothing else. They don't care about it.
27,000 people, it's kind of hard to keep track of all that.
I don't know if there's that many. I
At
doubt
last
that
count,
number
that's what I heard.
very-
You doubt that, Tom?
Yeah.
Tom, you're
yeah,
funny. You're very skeptic.
Yeah.
I think you're skeptic about things.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I doubt there's 27,000 homeless people.
From
in
east,
Austin.
west, north, and south. Are you sure
East,
about
west,
that?
North and south.
You sure about that?
That's
Think
a
about it.
big number.
Yeah, it is a big
Lynn
number.
looks pretty sure about that.
I'm pretty
I
sure
mean,
about that.
right. Hey, you could shit. If there was that many, you'd
know how many
walk
come in
out
just to
on
Trinity
Lamar
every
and
day?
there'd be 20 of them.
You know how many
Yeah.
clients they have alone?
Lynn, do you mind if I put this mic on your shirt?
No, please don't.
I mean, that's just one section. Trinity covers 10,000 people that they have for clients. That's not including, South Side where you got,
Well, how do they count homeless people?
when you come in to do an assessment, you get counted.
All right, I'm just saying it ain't.
It's out. There's that many of us out here. There is. I hate to say that there is, and it's sad.
Well,
It's
you
just-
may be correct and I may be wrong, but I'm down.
But I mean, Trinity's just for mostly downtown people, and they got 10,000 clients easily. Because my rep used to work at Trinity. She works for an Integral Care now, but an Integral Care's probably got that much or more in clientele, and they don't have enough people to serve all of
That
them.
doesn't mean they're all homeless.
What do you think they're doing? That's who they're serving, homeless people. That's all Integral Care does. They come and give you assessments, and they try to help you get into housing.
A lot of them have homes and housing.
Not the
there.
ones I know. Everyone she interviews are homeless.
Oh, okay. Well, then
That's what they do.
He's been out here for 9 years.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you've seen the growth happen.
Yeah.
Well, maybe his assessment is probably better than mine, but I'm just questioning.
You're not a wise guy, are you?
I'm just,
But you said that earlier, right? That's just a joke.
yeah, I'm just questioning that number.
I'm sure it's actually relatively close to that because I've been going around Austin for the last week now, and doing these interviews.
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Fair enough. At least you're willing to admit that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Take a trip all the way around
Do
every
you guys
aspect.
do you guys currently have a relationship with Jesus Christ?
No,
I
because
do.
I have some issues with him right now, and
You have a relationship with him?
Yes.
Lynn?
Nope.
Lynn?
Nope.
How did we lose you, brother?
how?
How did we lose you?
Because he's taken everything I've ever loved or cared about, and until that changes, I'm not really interested.
Oh, he's always there. You don't have to worry about that.
Well, the last
That's
straw was when
one guy.
when my daughter got
You
taken from me,
can-
and that was the last straw. I'm done. I'm all loving God. I ain't believing it.
Well,
All loving God would not take my daughter away from me.
that's one guy you can count on,
Well,
and he's always there.
So Lynn,
same for you. Not for me.
Lynn, so do you believe in anything?
I mean, I believe there's a spirit being. I mean, there's a creator out there. Yes, I believe that. But God Himself, I have a hard time believing a lot of the Bible because it just doesn't sound feasible.
You don't have
know,
to leave it.
Yeah, you're supposed to
in
believe
all
on
the
faith.
Bible.
You know what? I don't have a whole lot of faith in it.
Believe in all the Bible.
Well, it's all written by man
All you
anyway.
gotta do is
It's not written by Himself, God.
Believe in what?
Christ.
I have more belief in Jesus Christ than I do God, because at least Jesus came down here and was one of us. And I don't know if you have kids or not. I couldn't sit there and watch my child die like that. I don't care if you're sacrificing for the rest of the people or not. I couldn't do it. I've got 5 kids. There ain't no way I'd let somebody die like that. I wouldn't, not one of them. I'd do it for myself. I'd take their place in a heartbeat for any of them. I've got a 2-year-old right now that got taken away from me in the hospital. I got to hold her 3 times in the
I'm sorry to
NICU.
hear that, Lynn.
And I paid $18,000 in the last year and a half for a lawyer to get her back. And I'm going to get her back one way or another. She's coming back. But
So
it
Lynn,
broke my fucking heart to lose her.
it's hard to stand for something if you don't believe in anything.
Well, you know what? You just got to put your nose to the grindstone and do what you got to do. And that's all I do. This is slowing me down right now, but it's going to heal up. I'll go right back to doing what I was doing. And I'll get her back one way or another. I just have to be patient. And
Guys, do you guys believe that your existence here is to learn?
that and to share your knowledge.
I always learn.
The reason that we were put here is
Stop,
really
stop.
just to learn.
Well, no.